Denise,
Hey, how are you?
hey, I'm doing excellent, excellent. So, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you
So,
doing?
I was so excited when you text me and said that you got your first deposit. I told you it was going to come. I told you it wasn't going to be hard, and I told you it was going to be easy once everything started happening, once you got that set up and everything. So just like walk me through your first deposit. I'm always curious, like how did it go? You got the call. Were you nervous? Or like what was going through your mind whenever you got the first call and the customer reached out to you?
Well, I wasn't nervous. I was just more so hoping that it was a legit person
Yeah,
calling,
yeah.
want to get their home cleaned. So, of course, I was just like, well, let me try to memorize the script. That was like, what do I say next? So, once he, started talking about what he needed for his home and he wanted to, get a deep cleaning, then I had to go and research and figure out exactly how much to charge him for the
Yep.
deep clean.
Yep.
Then he was saying, well, I think we're going to do either Saturday or Monday. And then I was like, well, hey, to confirm your appointment, we're going to have to collect the $97 deposit in order to confirm the appointment. So he said, "Oh, that's fine, that's fine." So
Come on now, look.
I
Imagine that.
listened to you because you told me to get my Stripe set up. So that ended up working out, so I could just collect
Come on.
the
Just
credit
like that. How,
exactly.
how long did it take you, Denise? Like how long being your first ever phone call? How long did it even take you to close that?
It was less than 10 minutes. It
Come
was like,
on,
yeah,
$100. You
yeah,
you could have asked for 150 and gotten it, and it would have been 10 minutes, $150.
right,
Man,
exactly, right.
I was super excited when I got that. I was driving and for the holidays, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta respond to this." Like, what? I knew, and we had just gotten off of a training, and we went through we reworked your ad.
Mm-hmm.
Reworked that ad because I saw the ad, I saw your ad. I was like, nope, they're not going to respond to this.
Yeah,
You're not standing out. Let's
right.
do something else. And we threw that ad up there, your ad, and ooh man, just like that, it
Yeah,
was it was a
I
hit.
yes, right away.
Just like that. Just like that, they reached out to you. It was a hit. It was a success. Within 10 minutes, you was able to make your first $100 deposit. Congratulations for that. I know there's gonna be a lot more to come. Do you keep your script with you or on your phone, or do you just try to memorize it? What do you do?
I think that that is actually good. I should probably keep it on my phone, but try to memorize it. But yeah, going forward, I think I'm just keep it on my phone just in case. I think
Yeah,
that'll be
that'll be a good way because until you memorize it, because once you memorize it, you're good to go, and then you're ready to hire a VA. But in the meantime, you could. What I used to do is when it was time to take the payment and whatnot, I would have the customer on speakerphone.
yeah,
Like if I'm in a place where I could put them on speakerphone and it's not disturb anybody, I would put them on speakerphone. There'll be times I'd be out and about. I got to go into the bathrooms. I've had to step out of church to answer phone. Like, wait, let me get this money, and then I'll be right back in. And but you can put them on speakerphone, and that way, because even if it's loud around you, you could talk to them and kind of go through the script. But at the end, you could put them on speakerphone, open your app, and then type the information in as you go, because as they say it, you'll be looking at your numbers, typing it in. You could put them on speakerphone and go through the script. I used to do that, but it's also good to memorize it as much as you can. And
right.
but once you do this a few times, Denise, you'll know exactly which questions to ask you. It'll be so easy for you. You'll be like, all right, I can take my time. Now, if you did your first one in less than 10 minutes, I'm telling you, 2 months from now, you're gonna be doing these things in 5 minutes.
That's
And
awesome.
customers like that because they don't want to be on the phones all day anyway. They may be on break, driving to work. They need to go.
Exactly.
So they'll do that really, really quickly and go ahead and lock it in. So get that book, you got your money. It's like, how did it feel just to process and be like, oh my gosh, did I just make $97 in 10 minutes?
It was real. It was like, is this another thing that I'm doing? But when I got the money, I was like, oh wow. And then I saw how quick I made the money. I'm like, awesome. I said, I got something here. Like, I'm gonna
Come
have to
on.
definitely stay consistent with this and keep it going for
Yep.
sure.
Yep. Now think about this, because I always tell people one customer a day could change your life. Just one, where you have 30 customers in a month. That's it. Not even a ridiculous amount. One customer a day, you're at
Right.
$3,000 for the month. That's low end. That's one customer a day. That means I'm not even really trying to do this. They're just calling me anyway. One
Right.
customer a day, $3,000 a month on the low end. Now, if you went up, you could do 4,500 per month, or you could do 6,000 a month. But let's just say low end, one customer a day, $3,000 a month. That's an additional $36,000 added to your income. You
Right.
turn it up, and you're like, hey, look, I'm this year I'm going all in on this. I'm doubling down, tripling down, and I'm going to go from one customer a day to three customers a day. Now all of a sudden you got a $9,000 a month job, $100,000 a year, just by multiplying the amount of customers you got.
Right.
To me, to me, this is the greatest thing since gumbo, and gumbo is good.
Yeah.
And but this is the greatest thing, Denise, and I love this, just being able to share this with people and say, hey, look, I keep telling you guys, this is not hard. These customers are already out there looking to pay somebody.
Right.
They already have your money. All I got to do is teach you the process of how to get them to reach out to you, and then
Yeah.
how to get you to book them and get paid. And then the last thing you got to do is just send the work to somebody else. So getting paid is great, but the icing on the cake, Denise, is you don't have to go clean anybody's house.
That's awesome.
Come on, you can. That part is everything. You can literally lay back in your bed and go, how much Netflix am I watching a day? And I know you won't do that because you're productive, but if you wanted to, you could do. Or think about this: the days that we get sick, because there are days during the year where we just don't feel good, and it's not our fault. It's just the way life is. You might get a cold. You might have a fever, and you're like, today I just don't want to get out of bed.
Right.
And you can still book jobs through text message, through email, and you might make an extra 200-300 that day without leaving the bed. And now you don't feel as bad. Like, you know what, I'm okay, I don't have to go to work every day. My wife, as a matter of fact, my wife just texted me about 30 minutes ago, and because she went to work today. Now I always tell people my wife is semi-retired. She doesn't want to sit around and do nothing. But starting in January, we don't need her paycheck, so she works 1 or 2 days a week in the medical field just to do what she does, and with her friends and whatever. But we don't care about whether she works a lot. We don't care about any of that. We don't care how much they pay her. We don't care about any of that. We don't need her paycheck. We don't know what's on it. I don't care. I don't even ask about it. I'm just like, hey, work 1 or 2 days, that's all, and we'll hang out the other ones. And she's like, hey, I'm not working tomorrow, the baby's going to the doctor. I'm like, bet. And we never talk about how much money's being lost. Do you have to put in PTO? Oh my gosh, we're going to miss another day. Uh-oh, that puts a lot of pressure on the family because we got to make these ends meet. And we
Yeah.
never have that conversation. Denise is just like, you want to take off, take off. When you want to go back, August, who cares, go back in August. and
Right.
that's and you're going to be experiencing that soon. And one of the best parts is you get to share this with your kids, you get to share this with your spouse, you get to share this with your friends, your family, and say, hey, look, this ain't hard. You can literally learn how to make money sitting on your sofa.
Right.
And if we can just get people excited about that, as excited they are about getting jobs and filling out applications,
Yeah.
and teach them that you can control your own financial future, then that is where we want people to be. That's